Hey, first hour. All right, quick review before we start this little worksheet project. Let's see what you remember about angles, vertical angles, alternating interior angles, corresponding angles. Let's see what you got. So the way we ran this is we had a couple lines and we said, hey, what if these lines were, I'm gonna need some more room there. What if these lines were parallel to each other? How do you mark parallel lines? Put these little marks right there. Let's have a third line that cuts through there. Anybody remember what this third line is called? Transversal. Nice job, first hour. Let's talk about all the different types of angles. So we had the alternating interior angles. So alternating interior would be inside here, inside there. They are on the opposite sides of the transversal. So angle A and angle B would be alternating interior. And of course, the opposite of that would be alternating exterior angles. Exterior means they're above or below. So if I had angle A here, opposite side of the transversal would be B there. So on this project today, you got to do alternating interior, alternating exterior. And then we had the fancy word, consecutive. So you had consecutive interior and exterior. Let's do interior first. So if I had angle A right there, the consecutive interior angle, right there, A and B would be consecutive interior. If we switch that up and wrote consecutive exterior angles, now if you have angle A up there, angle B would be down here. They're on the same side as the transversal, consecutive exterior. And then the one that people forget about, the old corresponding angles. So corresponding angles, where it's one in the same place. So if you have angle A is in the top left for this set of four, then angle B corresponding would be top left for down here on this set of four. So it's in the same spot, top left, corresponding angles. I think another one that gets thrown at you on this little worksheet today is vertical angles. So if you have vertical angles, they're opposite of each other. So if this is angle A, angle B would be right there. Those are vertical angles. All right, all the different types of angles. We got two different types of lines that get thrown at you. Let's see here. So you've got parallel lines, and then you also have a line that's perpendicular to it. Whenever perpendicular lines happen, right angles get formed. So we got our parallel lines, we got our perpendicular lines on this project. All right, let me tell you a quick summary of what you're up against, and then you can just take off and finish this. First off, it's kind of a city plan, so you need this whole directions here. North, south, east, west. So when you go to do this on your paper, you've got your compass. North is up, south is down, east and west. And what happens is they say, hey, give me some streets to run with. So you might have two streets that say run east-west. So you've got a line running this way, you've got a line running this way, they're parallel to each other, so they're running east-west. And you'll also get to like, hey, you've got to label these streets. Let's say you've got like Washington Street and Lincoln Street, so you've got to label in, okay, this is Washington, this is Lincoln. So on this worksheet, when you get your streets, make sure you label them. You might have like one that comes perpendicular to it. Maybe we got Martin Luther King Boulevard here, like in Oklahoma City. So Washington, Lincoln, MLK. And then they'll say, all right, you're the city planner. You put these restaurants, these stores, these businesses where you want them. Let's say you wanted to move Eskimo Joe's. I want Eskimo Joe's to be here, like at the intersection of MLK and Lincoln in my northeast corner. So boom, boom, boom. So now, this is where you have Eskimo Joe's at. Or you could get some directions to say, let's move shortcakes. Like, and I hear a lot of crazy stuff happens at shortcakes. So Shortcakes, let's say shortcakes turns out to be alternating interior to Eskimo Joe's. So where would you put shortcakes at if it's an alternating interior angle to Eskimo Joe's? Like, shortcakes would have to go there, shortcakes. So this is the type of plan that you're drawing up today. You've got buildings you got to label, streets you got to label, and you got to get them in the right spots. I wish I had a bigger board so I could make this a little easier to see and stuff, but hoping that you got the rough idea of what's going on. All right, see this attached worksheet? Make it look awesome. Draw everything, label everything, make it look perfect. Take a picture of it, and then just email the picture to me. All right, guys, thanks first hour.